Lesson 98, Video 1. You're going to simplify this problem as much as possible. The first thing you do is cross out zeros. How many zeros can we cross out in each number? We can cross out 1 0 in each of these numbers. Now we can simplify 2/10. We went from 20/100ths to 2/10 by crossing out 1 0 in each. What does 2/10 simplify to? 2/10 simplifies to 1/5. Both of these numbers can be divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5, reducing it down to 1/5. Now we can simplify the fraction 25/5. So now we're basically multiplying straight across. So 1 times 25 is 25. 5 times 1, which would be the number underneath 25, is 5. So our new fraction is 25/5. What can we simplify 25/5 to? We can simplify 25/5 to 5. We can simplify it to 5. 1 times 5 equals 5. That's the answer to the problem. Remember, cross out zeros, then do the other simplifications. Next up, 40/100ths times 6. Can we cross out zeros in this problem? Yes. We can cross out 1 0 from each. We have 1 up here, so we can only cross out 1 down here. Our new fraction is 4/10. Now we have 4/10 times 6. The first fraction is 4/10. We can simplify 4/10 by dividing both numbers by 2. We divide it by 2 because they both have a common factor of 2. So let's divide 4 by 2 and 10 by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So our new fraction of 4/10 simplifies down to 2/5. And what's 2 times 6? 2 times 6 equals 12. 5 times 1, which would be the number underneath the 6, is 5. So our fraction is 12/5. This number can also be simplified. It's a top-heavy fraction. So it can be a mixed number. 2 2/5. Next one. 30/60ths times 8. Copy this problem and simplify it as much as possible. Remember, start with the zeros, then look for the common factors of the first fraction. Check your work. Pause the video now to work the problem. So, to work the problem, first you would have crossed out these 2 zeros, giving you the new fraction 3/6. You can simplify 3/6 to 1/2. 3 divided by 2. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. This 3/6, 3 is half of 6. So we know this can be reduced down to 1/2. So our new fraction our new equation is 1/2 times 8. And working that straight across, you get 4. Half of 8 is 4. When you multiply half times a whole number, it's dividing it by 2. Next up, balance beams. This balance beam starts at 0. The balance point is at 4. So it starts 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But the balance point triangle is on 4. We're going to figure out the distance on each side of the balance point. To do that, we count units from 4. How many units? So right here on 1, how many units away are we from 4? We are 3 units away from 4. 1, 2, 3. To find the total distance of the weights from the balance point, we work the problem 3 plus 3. The total distance from the balance point is 6. We have 2 weights here. That's why we have 6. It's 3 plus 3 because we have this weight is 3 away and this weight is 3 away. So we add 3 plus 3 for this one. How many spaces away is this one? This weight is 2 away from 4. It's on 2. This weight's on 2. 1, 2, 2 spaces away from 4. So we put a 2 down here. So now let's look at 7. How many is this away from 4? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. It's 3 away. And 9. How many is 9 away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 5. Now, we figure out the total distance on each side. The left side is 8. 6 plus 2 equals 8. And on the right side, we have 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5 is also 8. So we have 8 on both sides, so we know it's balanced. The distances are the same, meaning it's balanced. Remember, figure out the distance of each weight from the balance point, then add to find the total distance. So make sure you're looking at how many weights are in each number. Next, the total distance on the left side. Notice we have 0 through 12. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. My apologies for the sounds if my computer is making those, if you can hear them. So we have there's a weight on 1 right here. Let's count to see how many away it is from 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6. The distance away from 7 is 6 right here. Now, on the right side, we have 3 weights on 9. How many spaces away is 9 from 7? 1, 2. It's 2, but we have 3 weights. So we have 2, 2, and 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. Are the total distances the same on both sides? Yes, the total distances are the same on both sides. We have 6 over here and 6 over here. Next, notice the scale is on a 6 now. The balance is on a 6. So 3 is 1, 2, 3 away. 4 is 2 away. So we have 3 and 2 over here. On this side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces away. Oops. 5. So we have 5 on the right-hand side as well. So the beam is still balanced. We have 3 plus 2 over here, which equals 5, and we have 5 spaces away from 6 to 11 over here, so it's still balanced. Please open your workbook to lesson 98 and find part 1. You're going to find the balance point for this line. The line starts at 0. Remember, it's just like working an average problem. To find the balance point, we figure out the total distance of the weights from 0 and divide by the number of weights. Figure out the totals for the weights and write the numbers in the boxes. Pause the video now to work it. Here are the distances for the weights. Now figure out the total distance. Then divide by the number of weights to find the balance point. Make an arrow to show the balance point. Pause the video now to do so. The total distance you should have is 72, and you divide 72 by 9. So your balance point will be on 8. Now we'll figure out the distance from the balance point on each side. So, right here on 3, what's the total distance of these weights from the balance point? How far away are these from 8? 1, 2, 3, 4 on 5. You have 5, 10, 15, because you have 5 for each of these. And for 6, 1, 2. So 2, 15 and 2 make 17 on the left side, because remember, the triangle will be right here on the 8. Now do the same for the right-hand side. Pause the video now to work it and answer the question, are the numbers the same on each side? Is it balanced? Yes, it is balanced. That's how we check our work. Now let's move on to fractions. We're going to rewrite this number as a fraction that is more than 1. We change the whole number into a fraction with a denominator of 3. Then we add the fractions. Read this mixed number. This mixed number is read as 9 1/3. The denominator for the fraction that equals 9 is 3. So 9 should turn into 27/3. What you do for this is you multiply to turn this into a fraction with a denominator of 3. So the denominator is also going to be 3 like this one. You just do 9 times 3. The answer of 9 times 3 gives you your numerator. So here is your new number right here. Then you add the 2 together, giving you 28/3. Please find part 2 in your workbook. Read mixed number A. Mixed number A says 4 2/7. First, you write the fraction that equals 4. Your denominator should be 7. Then add 2 7ths, and complete the equation. Pause the video now to work the problem. Here's your answer. Problem B, 10 5/9. Work the problem, pause the video now. Here's your answer. Problem C, 6 2/10. Pause the video now to work the problem. Here's your answer. And problem D. Pause the video now for Problem D, 12 1/4. Here's what you should have. Now, let's move to unit conversion. You're going to work measurement problems that don't show the facts you'll use. You should know a lot of facts. Remember, all the facts start with the number 1. 1 foot equals 12 inches. Repeat after me. 1 foot is 12 inches. 1 day is 24 hours. Repeat after me. 1 day is 24 hours. 1 foot is 12 inches. Repeat after me. 1 foot is 12 inches. One pound is 16 ounces. Repeat after me. 1 pound is 16 ounces. One year is 12 months. Repeat after me. 1 year is 12 months. Let's go through these again. Repeat after me after each one. 1 foot is 12 inches. 1 day is 24 hours. 1 foot is 12 inches. 1 pound is 16 ounces. 1 year is 12 months. If you don't know a fact or you get confused, you can find the fact in a table on the inside back cover of your textbook. The table shows many measurement facts. Let's say the problem names miles and yards. Let's say the problem names miles and yards. Find that in your chart, in your textbook. 1 mile is 1,760 yards. Next, find the fact for tablespoons and cups. Say that fact. 1 cup is 16 tablespoons. Say the measurement fact for pounds and ounces. 1 pound is 16 ounces. Say the measurement fact for pints and gallons. 1 gallon is 8 pints. Now remember, if you don't know a fact or you get confused, you can find the fact in a table on the inside back cover of your textbook. Open your textbook now to lesson 98 and find part 1. Problem A. Change 6 pints into cups. If you don't know the measurement fact for the pints and cups, look it up in the table, then work the problem. Pause the video now to do so. "12 cups is 6 pints. Problem B. Change 3 years into weeks. Pause the video now to work the problem. 156 weeks is 3 years. Work the rest of the problems in part 1. Pause the video now to do so. Resume when you're ready to check your work. Problem C. 3 days equals 3/7 weeks. Problem D. 120 months equals 10 years. Problem E. 2 days equals 48 hours. Problem F. 252 inches equals 7 yards. All right, moving on. We are going to have you continue on to the next video to resume this lesson.